everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, bringing you another Hearthstone video, and this time we are looking at Zalae's Dragon Warrior. Now, since the Old Gods expansion came out, I've been experimenting with lots of different decks for standard mode and wild mode, trying to see what works, what doesn't work. And this is a deck that I tried very early in the season on the ladder. It's a Dragon Warrior, which obviously features dragons, but there's also Death Rattle synergy for N'Zoth. So you've got cards like Ken and Chillmore. These are cards that that you want to try and bring back in the late game with N'Zoth for board presence. Let's see how this deck fares on the early ladder. So we're going up against a Shaman. Alexstrasza's champion, if we can get a dragon in hand, yep, that's a dragon, this 2/3 minion becomes a 3/3 and gets charge. That's actually really good in the early game because it gives you initiative. If they play something, let's say on their turn 1, or if they coin something out, and let's say it's a minion that has 2 attack, and then on your turn 2, you bring out Alexstrasza's champion and charge it into their 2 attack minion, you're left with the board. And this is a perfect example. Here we go. Alexstrasza's champion here, charging, taking out his totem. That's pretty good. Again, initiative to us here. Board control goes to us. Unless he has a way of clearing it, and there's a lightning bolt. Okay. We're not too sad about that. That was a 3 damage lightning bolt, killing a 2 health minion, and he was overloaded. I'd say that was a fair trade. Shaman taking things very slowly here. Now, this is one of the problems with this deck. Dragons. Where are my dragons? I have 1 in hand, Twilight Guardian, but I can't activate it because there are no other dragons. That's why I had to armor up and pass, and that's really awkward. And this is even more awkward now because Shield Block is not a dragon. I can, however, play Blackwing Corruptor on curve and activate the Battle Cry. So that's fine. But I need another dragon in hand to activate the Twilight Guardian, and I've not had that yet. So this is quite concerning. However, turn 6... Okay, he's going to deal with my Corruptor. Turn 6, I've got Ken, which is pretty good. The trouble is, though, there aren't that many Death Rattle minions in this deck for N'Zoth to bring back. And my concern is if I play Ken and it gets hexed, what value is N'Zoth going to get me in this game? That's the real issue here. The Shaman's taking this very, very slowly. So my assumption here is it's a mid-range Shaman, or Totem Shaman perhaps. That's a deck that I've featured on my channel, and Loyan's Totem Shaman, it works very, very well. And there's Primal Fusion, buffing up his 1/1 Totem. Wow, that's really good for him. This is a really challenging board to deal with here, so I may be forced here to bash the Flame Tongue Totem because it's enabling attack power on 2 of his totems there. I can Shield Block, search for cards, that's a good card. And I'm going to kill the most imposing totem there, the 5/5. So we're slowly getting some form of control back to the board. He is overloaded for 2. Manatide Totem is scary, and he didn't roll a Taunt Totem. That's really significant, because what I can do now is I can kill his Manatide Totem. And there's Chillmore. Chillmore finally giving me an activator for Twilight Guardian. And now we get the taunt and the +1 attack. That's pretty good. So we're back in control of this board. Hex, however, is a real concern, and if he does have Hex for Cairn, we'll be really sad. So maybe, just maybe, we need to look at popping Cairn's Death Rattle as soon as possible before Hex comes into play.
Elements I like, totems I love.
Ooh, an 8/8 and a Trog. So he's given me 2 targets here that need killing. Well, we can do it, because we have Execute in hand, which is really good. The trouble with using Execute is there are going to be other big targets that need killing, so Thing from Below is a big target, Flame Wreathed Faceless is a really big target. These are all going to need dealing with at some point. But I do have significant threats in my hand. I've got Chillmore, I've got N'Zoth, I've got, not Alexstrasza, what am I talking about? Ysera. Now, Ysera, if she survives on the board, then we're really going to stand a really good chance of winning this game because, 2 or 3 turns of dream cards, and it can really put you at a significant advantage. Earth Elemental, wow, rank 17 plays here. It's not very often that you see Earth Elemental. It's, an interesting card, but it has a significant overload. So need to calculate here. Can I kill it? I mean, I can slam it, put in Cairn, and I could use the Corruptor. I mean, that's a play, right? But we slam first, see what we get. That's all right. But is it something we play now? I don't think it is, right? We just do this. We use the Corruptor. Put that down to 3. And we trade in Cairn. So now we're guaranteed to get Cairn back on N'Zoth. That's actually really good. And the most threatening totem there is the Spell Power totem. The potential for activating a Lightning Storm with +1 damage is quite scary. Particularly if he has something like an Azadrake that he can put down as well to get +2 damage. Oh, and look, Tuskar Totamic gives him Totem Golem. And he's got a 7/7 on board. I have a Sylvanas, though. I forgot about Sylvanas. I was saying earlier, there aren't that many Death Rattle minions in this deck. Well, there's Chillmore, Cairn, and Sylvanas. I don't think I'm missing any of the others, but anyway. I'm wondering if he's got Hex in hand and he's saving it for something like a Sylvanas or a Chillmore. But I don't think we have a choice here. I can't kill the 7/7. Or can I? No, I can't. So I need to take out the Healing Totem because he can start trading that 7/7 into my minions, and the Healing Totem just starts healing his entire board back up. That's quite annoying. So I'm going to play Sylvanas here. Why? I want to bring out a Hex. She's going to get hexed, okay, because she is the most threatening minion on that board. I need to bring a Hex out so I can play Ysera and Chillmore safely. I value Chillmore because of the 3 damage AoE that he can do, and in terms of removing the Shaman's totems, that's particularly good. Now, Lightning Storm, really? With a Sylvanas on board, okay, that's interesting. Wow, okay, he's trading. This is really interesting. What will it steal? Did he do that correctly? Oh, okay, it stole the worst one. Of course. Why would it not steal the Thunder Bluff Valiant or the 7/2? Why would it steal a good minion, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can trade. It's fine. I reckon if he had Hex, he would have played it last turn. Therefore, I'm playing Ysera. I feel confident. And Emerald Drake is a dragon. Therefore, Chillmore's AoE still gets activated, providing I keep the Drake in hand. There's the Doom Hammer. Interesting. My Ysera is still alive. Fascinating. If she can stay on the board for a couple more turns, I should be able to get enough value to win this game. We're taking out his totem by making this play. And I think here we just throw our face into his Thunder Bluff, because we can't let that live, right? I think our plays were okay there. I'm trying to think if there was anything more efficient we could have done with Bash. No, I don't think so. I think that was okay. May not have been perfect, but I think it was okay. The key point, though, is Ysera is still alive. Oh, Manatide Totem, okay. Lightning Bolt. It's okay. Ysera's still alive. And I'm going to keep saying that each turn, because each turn she lives, the higher the chance of me winning the game. And there's Justicar for armor gain. Okay. But we'll just go about our business here. We'll just clean up this board. And if there was ever any doubt, well, now we tank up every turn. So his chances of winning are decreasing now each turn that I tank up, and each turn that Ysera draws me a dream card. There are 2 Emerald Drakes in my hand. That's a 4-cost 7/6. That value is insane. However, Thing from Below is interesting. Wow. Okay. We have 1 copy of Brawl in this deck. Not that we'd want to brawl this board, because Ysera is too valuable. And we're not in terrible danger yet. I mean, we have Chillmore as a potential or partial board clear. And I'm pondering Chillmore here. Getting through that 5/5 is going to be very difficult. I can bash and execute it, but then at the same time, his Flame Tongue Totem is particularly threatening too. So, all in all, what do I target here? If anything at all. I mean, do I just chill more?
What now?
I mean, he'll throw the 5/5. He'd probably throw what? No, he'll throw... Yeah, he'll have to throw the 5/5 in, and the 3/1 or the 2/2. Either way, things are dying if I play Chillmore, but no, let's do it like this. Let's kill the Flame Tongue Totem. We can play a 7/6 threat and tank up. So he still theoretically can't kill Ysera. Well, he can actually now. He can't kill it with the board, but he can kill it with Doomhammer, plus the board. That's okay. Ysera's got me so much value in this game. Okay, Thunder Bluff's going to help him here. And maybe this is where a copy of Brawl would be really good to have in hand. Because this is quite scary. Okay, he's going to do it like this, sure. It's not tanking face damage. Wow, he's quite aware of the fact that he's at 18. I mean, he's seen dragons. He won't know whether I've got Grommash in this deck. And speaking of Grommash, there's Grommash. I think Chillmore has to be the play here. The question is, do I attack or not? If I attack, my 7/6 is going to die. Do I attack anyway to force him to use the Totem Golem to attack into Chillmore? It's quite difficult. Maybe I just attack the 2/2 because my Drake survives the 3 damage AoE and he'll have to trade something else in order to kill it. I think that was fine. Yeah, it was absolutely fine. So here we go. And now he'll probably have to trade Totem Golem, and yes he is. Absolutely fine. So that was a good play in the end. Oh, another thing from below. Wow, that's annoying. Okay. Right. See, I was hoping to be able to use my Grommash to kill his Thunder Bluff, but that's obviously not going to happen now. Maybe it's just time to play N'Zoth or Emerald Drake as a Drake, just for board presence. Or just the Emerald Drake, actually, and tank up. You see, maybe I'm valuing tanking up every turn here over playing more stuff. Brawl is still in our deck, and we'll draw into it soon. Okay, this is fine. The question is, will he use the 5/5 and the 2/2? Or rather, the 4/2 now to kill the Drake. No, he's not. He's going face. That's interesting. So maybe I should have played the Azure Drake for board presence. Anyway, it's fine. We'll just trade like this. And we could use Grommash here to kill the 2/2, knowing that he'll make trades next turn to kill Grommash, but maybe it's just N'Zoth time. This is board presence. And sure, the Emerald Drake dies to the AoE, but I'd say this is over now. N'Zoth bringing back Cairn, Sylvanas and Chillmore, which are my Death Rattle minions in this deck. We got full value from N'Zoth here, and I'm not quite sure how he's going to deal with this. Unless he's got a Hex in hand, but even then, I don't think it helps him at all. And this is going to feel very painful for him to lose that 6 attack totem. Well, painful for him, not painful for me. But I think this is over. How does he come back? I mean, he's trading in the Thunder Bluff. I mean, that's so good, right? And now I've got Grommash Nightmare combos. There are no taunts on the board anymore. And I'd say this is certainly over. Double Nightmare, and it's over. Thanks very much for joining me, everyone. This is a fun deck to play, but I'm wondering if having only one copy of Brawl in this deck is hurting it slightly. But regardless, N'Zoth value wins games.